Welcome back, everyone. We have a couple interesting health studies to share with you, like one that shows even people at a healthy weight can have so-called hidden fat. Plus, if you're at risk for dementia, find out why you may consider the Mediterranean diet. Those stories and more in tonight's Health Watch. A new study finds the Mediterranean diet lowers the risk of dementia, especially for people with the APOE4 gene. The gene is a major genetic risk factor for Alzheimer's disease. The Mediterranean diet is plant-based, full of fish, vegetables, fruits, nuts, whole grains, legumes, and olive oil. The diet also calls for little to no alcohol or red or processed meats. Researchers found that people with two APOE4 genes reduced their probability of developing dementia by at least 35% when following the Mediterranean diet. The research followed 5,700 people for more than 3 decades. Air pollution from oil and gas kills 91,000 Americans every year. A University College London study found cancer, preterm births, and asthma are also some of the illnesses linked to air pollution from oil and gas, primarily from burning fossil fuels. The states with the most significant health impacts are New Jersey, New York, California, and Maryland. A new Swedish study shows how diabetes affects men and women differently. It found young men with type 2 diabetes have a higher risk of death and cardiovascular disease than type 1 diabetes patients, but for women, type 1 diabetes is deadlier. Researchers say women with type 1 diabetes often develop the disease young, which increases their lifetime risk of cardiovascular problems, but men with type 2 diabetes tend to have obesity, high blood pressure, and unhealthy lifestyles, which makes the disease more aggressive. Excessive so-called hidden fat can age your heart faster than you might realize. A study in London found visceral adipose tissue, which is fat found deep in the abdomen around the stomach, intestines, and liver, is linked to accelerated aging of the heart and blood vessels. This type of fat can't be seen from the outside, meaning some people can have lots of visceral fat, even if their weight is healthy. Now, having some visceral fat is good because it cushions and protects your internal organs. But if you have too much, doctors recommend at least 30 minutes of exercise a day, 5 days a week, subscribing to the Mediterranean or DASH diets, and of course, trying not to stress and getting enough sleep. For a closer look, go to the feature section of our website, 2news.com, and click on the Health Watch icon.